Okay, guys, we are currently in the game. Thank you all very much for tuning in. My name's Epi. Please check out epicommentary.com. This will be the finals for the 4PL Play for Dota 2 tournament. It's the 6th installment of that, sponsored by Sennheiser. So shout out to Sennheiser for sponsoring this, as well as all the people from 4PL for making this possible. And again, this is the grand final between übelst, the German team, or mostly German team, and Team Empire from Russia. So let's quickly check what's happening here. I hope this was the last one who just loaded in. That 4CE or Ace guy. Yeah, it was him. So Durka will not be joining me tonight. He is super tired because he just recently started his new job. As you can see, our sponsors here or there, not sure who they are, which side they are on, but Sennheiser is sponsoring this. So the winner of this best of 3, it's a best of 3, guys, will win 400 euros. So good luck to both teams. Team Empire has been playing very strongly lately. übelst also a powerful squad, and they got one player going for them right now that will increase their winning chances even further, and that is none other than Kuroki, standing in for the German buddies here. He's not a fix or like a what I'm trying to look for. What word am I looking for here? He's like not a member, like a real member of übelst Gaming. He's just helping his buddies out. So here we are in the first band phase. Guys, if you missed the MTW against Navi game for joindota that happened yesterday, go watch it. Check out joindota.com for that. It was epic. It was amazing. They picked up a Prophet and they picked up a Wisp. So we won't see a Prophet in this game. He gets banned out. Lycan gets banned out in response. So we still have heroes such as Brood, Brewmaster, Invoker. Well, Lycan is now banned out. What else do we have? I guess in terms of powerful heroes, we still have Lone Druid. Leshragna also gets taken out. And Wisp as well as Rubik are also in the pool, but they very rarely get picked up. Darkseer was one hero I missed out there. So if this continues like this, then we might have... oh, Tinker actually being banned out. And Kuroki immediately picks up Chaos Knight, so I'm not too sure what to think about that hero because he hasn't been all that effective. Durka also pointed out that his win percentage has been very, very low, and that was my assumption as well before he spilled that piece of information, that he has a very low win percentage. But we'll see how übelst will be able to utilize this hero. He does have a good skill set. He's a good chaser, he's a good ganker. He's got a good stun and deals some good damage as well. It is a little bit luck dependent, and the response pickups are Invoker as well as Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is a very good support, my favorite support hero out there. Disruption is an amazing skill, and Invoker can use that Disruption as a setup for his Sunstrike, basically. So, should they choose to go for that Exort build on Invoker, that Shadow Demon will help him out a great deal. Of course, the Disruption can also set up the EMP, for example, if he doesn't go for the Quaz Exort, but instead goes Quaz Wex. I personally like Quaz Wex a lot more than Exort Quaz. But the pro players have come to appreciate Exort more than the Wex build. Maybe I'm just not good at microing, or my map awareness is not that great. There goes that Broodmother pick, so Leaf will most certainly be playing her. He plays a strong Broodmother. And Sand King. So they remove out a very strong counter already for Brood, but I think Empire already have a strong counter in that Tidehunter, so they picked him up. Probably going to lane him against that Brute. He will put more points into Anchor Smash than he usually would, because he's a very good. That's a very good tool to use against those Spiderlings. So what they have to do right now is they got to make sure that they are lucky, basically, in their lane choice. That Tidehunter gets basically paired up with Broodmother immediately. Otherwise, Tidehunter will have to waste either 135 gold to TP, or walk all across the map to switch lanes. And obviously the teammates that will then take up the lane that Tidehunter left will also have to either walk across the map or TP themselves. But Tidehunter himself is basically a very good counter against Brood, because if he grabs a Stealth Shield and has like 1 or 2 levels of Kraken Shell and an Anchor Smash, then he can hold that lane for sure. It's a very good AoE damage spell. It also reduces damage, so reduce the damage and through Anchor Smash as well as through Kraken Shell and that Stealth Shield, and barely any spider damage is going to come through. So that makes him a very, very viable Brood counter. And I personally like him better as a Brood counter than Sand King. Sand King is a Brood counter because of that Caustic Finale. Now we're through the second ban phase. Windrunner, Brewmaster, Enchantress, and Rubik are gone. So from the new heroes, you might still have Wisp picked up, but I doubt that these two teams will go with the sketchy pickup like a Wisp in the grand final of the 4PL Cup. So we'll see how this goes. Second pick phase now, and Kuroki is a little bit more hesitant with his pickups. And what else could we see right now? We have Broodmother. She will have a solo lane. Sand King is not going to be on lane with Chaos Knight. I doubt that, because Chaos Knight will need a ranged support. So they will be looking for those ranged support heroes right now. Crystal Maiden would come to mind for this. Chen obviously, he's a very big hero who has not been banned out just yet. He's one of those powerful heroes that will get banned out in the first ban phase usually, especially against teams such as Na'Vi, and even Na'Vi themselves ban him out. Maybe they just played him too much. But there you go, they pick up Chen for themselves, so they will have a mech carrier, they will have that healing ultimate, they will have one less hero on one of 3 lanes because he will be jungling, and a great ganker and pusher at that. So Chen is a great tool, and I'm not too sure who's going to be playing that one. Maybe Paz or Chill. And we'll see how Empire is going to respond to this. They also don't have a jungler yet. Enigma is also still in the pool, so that will be some team fight. Tidehunter already provides tank and team fight. Invoker, a little bit like some good DPS, some good utility, a very diverse skill set, so good turtling later on, good ganking with that Sunstrike basically. He doesn't have to be physically there, he can just dish out damage wherever he is on the map as long as he's got that Sunstrike off cooldown and Invoke ready, and the mana of course. So I think if you look toward the Radiant side with Übelst, the last pickup in my mind has to be a support hero. It just has to be. Yeah, nothing to be added there. I don't think Invoker, if they put Invoker middle, I don't know what hero they're going to put against it if it's not that Chaos Knight with a ranged support hero. And now Team Empire are going to deep into their bonus time. 20 seconds they have left right now. They will have to make 2 more picks with this. So it appears that they're having some inner disputes there at the moment. Seem to be split in their opinion about what hero to pick up best right now. They're waiting a long time for using that Morphling pick, and I like that. To be honest, I really like that pick. I think Morphling is one of the strongest carries out there. Morph is an incredibly powerful skill. He has some good items that work on him. Waveform does a crap load of AoE damage, so that's a good counter push, especially against those spiders. Also deals damage to that invisible Sand King. And it will be very hard for them to burst him down. He can just go into a team fight, wreak havoc, have that Tide Ravage basically help him out, disrupt the annoying heroes, drop that meteor down as well after they are stunned from the Ravage, and Morphling is there for the pure DPS. He will have to get some good farm going though, and wow, Uebelst Gaming actually picking up the Wisp in the first game of this final. So guys, we will see a Wisp in play. First game that I will be casting with the Wisp. Kuro going balls deep into this game. And taking a very unconventional pick. We'll see how this goes. This is interesting. I don't know how they will lane this. I assume that Wisp is going to be supporting Chaos Knight. Maybe in the middle lane and then solo Brood on the long lane, solo Sand King on the short lane, and have Chen as a support. But just by the looks of it right now, Empire has the advantage in my mind. So it will come down to how Wisp fits into their game and how Übelst can make him work. The sketchy thing about this Wisp pickup is that even teams as coordinated as Na'Vi, they lost a game with Wisp today as well, but they had Wisp as well as Rubik picked up. And Puppy played a sick Wisp, but you need some very skilled players to pull off an incredible Wisp. What many guys don't know is that Wisp has a very good strength gain and a good HP pool at that. So he's a ranged strength hero that dishes out some good damage and is able to tank quite a bit. And he can just tether up with that Chaos Knight and then teleport anywhere on the map. So we'll see how this goes. I will switch our overlay over to the in-game screen. So here we are, guys. But I'm actually casting without Durka right now, so I gotta take that one out. Where is this at? There we are. Shout out to all the guys in IRC as well, as we are paused currently to play Dark Agony Tango Fapper, and all the rest there as well. So the game is paused, but we're just going to be checking who's playing what. Leaf actually on Sand King, Paz on Brood, RMN, so Roman on Chaos Knight, Chill on Chen, and that leaves Kuroki with the Wisp. So he will be playing that unconventional pickup. He's taking the responsibility for this. Blow Your Brain on the support Crystal Maiden, J4 on Tidehunter, Jackal on Morphling, and actually always want to fly on that Shadow Demon, and Scandal on his Invoker. Look at his arms. He means business, guys. So Team Empire being sponsored by Intel, Adidas, Razer, and something that I can't quite... Seagate. Oh yeah, Seagate. They do some good... what is it? Those... Netzteile. I only know the German word for that one, sorry guys. They produce Netzteile. It's like those adapters for a computer where the electricity comes in. This is Wisp, guys. He hasn't quite manifested yet for this game. He's chilling out. So let's see how this goes. I can't think of a different way for übelst to lane this as opposed to have Sand King on a solo lane. Chaos Knight will need a support. I can't imagine them putting Chaos Knight all by himself into a lane. Chen will have to jungle. Invoker will most likely go for the mid. And they might do a tri-lane of CM, Shadow Demon, Morphling, and have Tidehunter go solo against the Brood on whichever lane she's going to be on. And then have one of those two supports maybe rotating over if Tide will get too many problems. But I think he will be fine. He just has to make sure he picks up a Stout Shield, and then he'll be good. So let's see how that goes. As for laning though, übelst might not go for, like usually Brute would go toward the top lane, simply because on the long lane this tier 1 tower right here is a lot more accessible from different areas of the map. So if you place your webs, like one web right here and remove off all those trees, and the second web right around here, then you have many different angles from which you can come in onto this tower. And if you look at the bottom lane, if you play a Brute against this lane right here and you push into this tower, then you barely have any options. Like sure, you can like get rid of a few trees here or a few trees there, but they're basically all within the true sight range of this tower. So what you want to do is you want to usually put your Brood on that long lane. But it all comes down to tactics. übelst wants to make sure that their laning is not given away right away, so they might not go for the most obvious choice in putting Brood top, because that might be where Empire will anticipate the lane and put their Tidehunter here. It all comes down to mind games. It's like playing rock, paper, scissors, man. It's like you could be like, dude, I'm taking rock. I'm taking rock. And then you take anything. You just try to make your enemy confused a little bit and hope that you get the advantage out of that, because having to walk all across the map in the very early game will take a lot of experience and gold away from you, and you will already be at an inherent disadvantage once you arrive on the lane where your enemy has been farming for 1 or 2 minutes already. So always want to fly is just relieving himself on the toilet, and then he'll be good to go to rock that Shadow Demon. Again guys, this is the 4PL Play 4 Dota 2 tournament, the 6th installment of that, sponsored by Sennheiser, and a big shout out to all the guys from 4PL. There's also a Russian stream available for this, and I can't see who the caster is, but it is Team Empire's caster. So we'll see how this goes. We have a 2-minute delay on stream as well, and after this stream I might go play a viewer game with you all. If you want to play a Dota 2 game, then just hang in there, stay on stream after the games are finished, and then we'll play. But it all depends on how many games there will be played tonight. It is a best of 3 final, so we will have a maximum amount of 3 games unless one of these teams will win twice. And then we'll see. What time is it actually? It is 21:30 here in Germany. So let's get this started, guys. By the way, Intel, I could use a new computer. Oh man. What are you guys doing in the chat? Let's see here. Nachtara, what's up? He's just saying the names of all the people. Dum da dum. Power supply, dude. There you go, 2play. Thanks, man. It's a power supply. Seagate makes power supply things. We got some drawings going here as well on the minimap. Bleib mal auf dem Teppich, says Roman. And Orange is actually drawing some big wisdom onto the minimap here. Can I draw on the minimap? I can draw on the minimap as well, but I'm all alone with this. No one can see what I'm drawing. Forever alone. I'll play XXO with myself here. Woo! I won. Lustiger Typ. I always wondered, this is like some lava stuff coming out of here. It's like coming right out of Satan's smoker's lung. And over here it looks like steamy hot water. Here we go. Invoker's in, guys. The finals of the 4PL Cup can now get underway. Let's do this. Interested to see what the laning is going to be. Interested to see also what the level of aggression is going to be from these teams. Interested to find out why übelst is going for a lion emblem. Winners of the last international, guys. In about 1 month's time, it'll happen all over again, guys. The 2012 World Champions for the International Dota 2 will be crowned. And now Paz is heading toward the bottom lane. Soldering recipes up, some consumables, a little bit of branches. What's difficult with Brood in the first few levels is last hitting. 50 is not much damage at all. If you compare that to Chaos Knight, it is 64, and the disparity between is ridiculous. Look at that. Attack damage at least 49 and 79 tops. So that's like a difference of 30 damage right there. It's like he'll do double damage or like not. Chill just picked up some consumables and a Smoker Deceit. Smoker Deceit is a relatively standard item on Chen in the very beginning because you can just smoke yourself and your creeps, and then usually the enemy teams will have a ward somewhere around here, and you want to go gank the middle lane, that's for sure. So you can just go in here, go up here, use that smoke, and then go in. I can almost guarantee you guys that this is going to happen this game. What you could also do is go for the longer route, but you have to make sure that, like, if a hero is standing here and you're smoked somewhere around here, then you're going to turn visible again. So if the creep wave is sitting up here and the enemy hero is somewhere around here, you can rotate around this way and then come in from this side. That way you have a longer time, a longer distance between you get into tower range, as opposed from this side here. Before you even reach the lane over here, the tower will be attacking you because that's the range right there. So that's a bit of theory crafting for you guys. Wisp buying the wards, so that's the first assumption correct, that he will be supporting. Placed one right here on the entranceway, giving some vision of maybe not the bottom room. Brain will find a double damage room. Always want to fly, get spotted out by the ward that the Wisp placed. Kuroki actually on support duty. That's interesting to see. Oh man. The middle has to be careful. There's 4 heroes here. They really want to get that first blood. They are banking on the fact that there's no ward there from the Radiant side. Always want to fly now. Moving in Jackal as well. Blurben has a DD rune on that Crystal Maiden. They might want to dive this right now. Our man knows about this though, so he should be careful. Yeah, he's... And there we go. They're just using the positioning and the protection of their tower. And 3 heroes for Empire wasting their time, leaving some good time for Leaf on the top lane. Already 1 for 1 on the last hits. So he got both creeps that died. He got the last hits. We'll get the second one. We'll see how this goes. The Radiant don't have vision of anything that's going on up here. They have an aggressively jungling Chen though, so he will spot out Jackal coming in right now on the Morphling. Middle lane will be Armen, or at least Chaos Knight and Wisp support as anticipated. But against Invoker, who's also being supported by a Shadow Demon, Invoker usually can hold the lane all by himself, but I guess that makes sense because Roman, the Chaos Knight, can set up the gank really nicely with that stun. Wisp can throw out the spirits and deal some good damage and slow that way. And there you go, guys. Tidehunter did get lucky in matching up exactly on the Brute. He didn't go for a Stout Shield, he went for a Ring of Protection instead. But as you can see, guys, he's going for Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash. That is the skill build you have to go if you want to try to be a good sport for your team and hold a lane against a Brood Mother all by yourself. You don't need a Gush, you need AoE damage and damage reduction. And that is what the Anchor Smash gives you. It does an AoE damage, 225 at level 4, that's a lot. Like if you hit like two or more units, you already dish out more total damage than a level 4 Gush, which deals 260 on level 4. And also it reduces the damage of the enemy that's hit by the Anchor Smash by 40%. So that's also a lot. Top lane, actually, Frostbite going on relief. He might be in a little bit of trouble. He has a Barrow Strike, but no invisibility on him. Goes down to 200 HP. Will have to use a salve immediately. Jackal relatively low. Ping goes up from Jackal actually, so he might be worried about his life right there. He might go for a quick Ring of Health, or we'll buy up that Ring of Basilius right now. Haste Rune on Shadow Demon. He will look for the kill in the middle lane, but he gets followed up by this ward. Let's see what the middle lane is going to do about this. Wisp gets disrupted. Soul Catcher up as well. 2 level 1 skills right there. And look at that. Half HP gone from 1 Sunstrike. And 3/4 of HP gone because of one auto attack from an Exort Invoker as well as his creeps. Now the tether is up. It will be like a 1-second stun or something if they catch a hero within this. So Wisp is definitely a fun hero. J4, 10 for 1, 13 for 2 on the Brute, so Brute is slightly outlaning Tide right now. But since the Tide is relatively tanky, he will get some good farm himself. And he'll get solo XP as well. So he'll get a quick level 6, that will be a quick Ravage, and some good gold. He will most likely go for Mana Boots, and afterwards into a Blink. But he might be abused by his team to go for a quick Pipe, although I doubt it, because the only big magical damage source would be Leaf's Epicenter. Blow Your Brain, doing some good pulling. So he pulled this camp right here. I mean, make sure I'm not missing any kills. He pulled this camp, and right when these creeps were about to die out, he attacked these creeps right here, pulled them over there, and that way he gets 2 farm. And he even stacked this creep camp right there. So very nice jungling from Blow Your Brain. But he might only get this 1 Mud Golem, then that'll be it, because his tanks will be dead. And there he goes, 56 gold for him. Top lane. Jackal, 14 for 3. Leaf, 14 for... No, not Leaf. Leaf is 12 for 1. So he has 2 last hits less than a Morphling, and that's nice. That's alright. It's not too bad. Chill, actually, it's a Nova from Crystal Maiden. And she's trying to get his creeps, but they deal some good damage. Net goes out as well. Chill right now sends back his unit. I see a Sunstrike flying out. Where's it going? It's on the middle lane on Scandal. Scandal goes down. It was a defensive Sunstrike. He's the first blood. Tether is still up. Armin has to worry about this right now because the Soul Catcher amplifies damage so much, goes down to like 40 HP from that tower hit. But he survives. So first blood goes to Übelst Gaming in the final, guys. Looking good so far. Scandal TPs into the middle lane right away. He's got boots with him this time, so he'll be able to get out quickly. And always want to fly on Shadow Demon, doing a very good support job. He's making sure he gets all the runes. He got a haste last time, he got a regen now. So, oh, actually, Jackal, waveforming over the top of the creep wave, attacking Leaf. Dealing some good damage. Leaf actually went for 1 level of Caustic Finale. That makes it a little bit more flexible when it comes to the last hitting of creeps. He can also use it as a tool to harass. If Morphling, he has a relatively short attack range, so whichever creep Leaf kills that is within the attack range of Jackal. Oh, but there's initiation on Morphling actually. Waveforms out defensively. He's a level 2 Morph. I think he will survive this, but he's out of mana almost. Leaf, he will go for the stun. He has increased movement speed. No, this will be the death of Jackal. He's out of mana, the nuke is out there as well, and Sankin gets the kill on Morphling. 2 for 0. The hard carry of Empire goes down. Pass on the bottom lane. 22 for 3 right now. He has a soul ring up. Level 3 spiderling, so he can harass right now. That's what he does. He will just keep harassing. He's got basically limitless supply of mana. Within the web, he will regen up really quickly. As you can see, he's got a 10.1 HP regeneration per second, so that's really nice. He can just basically spam his nuke. And he can decide too, does he want to spam the nuke on the enemy hero, or does he want to spam it on the creeps? He can just vary that a bit. If I were him, I would go aggressive. I would try to spam out my enemy out of lane, unless I'm doing bad on last hits, and he's okay. 23 at 6 minutes in is okay. Look at that, always want to fly. 6-minute mark, about to hit, and already again scouting the rune. Now it's going to be on top. It's an illusion rune. Top lane action. You might get some action. Kuroki here on Wisp has 4 for 1 last hits, 2 assists. Oh, here goes the stun initiation with the tether. Jackal already doing the the strength morph. And waveforms out. So he does survive, but it is still a loss for him because all the time he has to spend here, he's not spending it farming. Now always want to fly, rotated up toward the top rune spot. Now he finds himself that Illu rune we just saw. Crystal Maiden got level 1 on the aura. Now we'll find a Chen doing his thing right there. Ping goes off from Wisp immediately. Just tells him to be careful. Leaf now. Knows he has company of at least 2 heroes in that Morphling and always want to fly. But what they don't know is the Blowy Brain's also right there. Oh, middle lane actually Chaos Knight as well as Kuroki got a kill here on Invoker again. Sorry guys, I missed that. The Sunstrike actually almost got the kill on Wisp in return. So Invoker in the mid lane is having a really tough time. Pass now, he will go all out I think. He'll go all out. J4 is in big trouble. Pass will, oh, he actually uses his ultimate. Nice, he's level 6 already but out of mana. Pass will not stop. He's got a big charge on Magic Stick as well. 1 more attack's gonna do the job. No, actually 2 more attacks.
Let the sharks have my flesh.
And Tidehunter drops. Nice play from Paz. If he didn't have those Magic Stick charges, and if Tidehunter had a little bit more mana, he might have been in big trouble. But good HP and mana management here from Brood, getting him that kill on Tidehunter. That Ring of Health almost saved his life there. He survived 1 more attack and almost got out. But Brood, does she have boots? If Tidehunter would have had boots, he might have been fine. But if both don't have boots, then Brood has the advantage because she's sitting in a level 4 web, and that's a 35% movement speed increase. Middle lane actually, Arman gets harassed down as a cold snap as well. He might drop right now. 1 more attack's going to do the job. There it goes. Down he goes, Soul Catcher, increasing the damage by such a big amount. Always want to fly, gets elasted right there. Chills here on the Chen. But there's 3 heroes for Empire. He hits a slow. Here's a dive. 2 more seconds. Will they be diving? And oh, what's Chill doing? He's turning around. Always want to fly. He's in a little bit of trouble. Disruption goes out on the Kuroki. And he gets frostbite up as well. Look at the Soul Catcher doing so much damage. Kuroki drops right now. Blow Your Brain also in big trouble. Chen gets a retaliatory kill. And Scandal's here as well. Sunstrike! Oh, chill, man. Doesn't go down to it. So many low heroes in the middle lane. Always want to fly, doing a good job supporting. He might go in right now for the kill. Because if he just lands the Disruption and the Soul Catcher on Chen, then the Chen Illusions will be doing enough damage. But doesn't seem like it. J4 even on Tidehunter. Has to back out 1 more time. Now Broodmother's becoming a problem for the dire side. Tidehunter cannot hold that lane by himself anymore. And that's only because he died once and fed Brood some good gold and some good EXP. Now she has treads. That's some good bonus damage, good attack speed, good animation, good movement speed. So, and there we go. Crystal Maiden has to move down there. Even bringing the sentry wards. Always want to fly here as well. But they will need more. 2 support heroes will not be enough to get down Brood. Actually, she's on 700 HP. Does he have he has an ultimate, so they might be able to do it. Sentry ward drops, slows out as well. Ultimate flies out from Always Want to Fly. He's throwing out everything he's got. Second sentry is down. Ultimate used from Pass. Disruption always goes out. Also goes out. J4 is here. Doesn't have the Ravage just yet. 5 more seconds, but it's not needed. Tidehunter gets the kill on Brood. And there you go, guys. Anchor Smash, level 4. Does a crap load of damage. It has such a low cooldown. And it's only cost 60 mana. It's an amazing skill, guys. Pick it up if you play Tidehunter. If you find like a solo creep wave, you can farm it up so quickly. He might use it right now. We'll see if he does. You can just like hit down the range creep and then wait until all of them are low. There he goes. No, he just has to animation cancel till he gets that one. It has a really big AoE as well. Look at that. That's a big AoE. Middle lane now. Again, initiation on Scandal. Nice tether up, 1 second stun. Scandal will drop, throws out the Sunstrike. It's gonna miss though. RMN now has that Cold Snap still on him, and the Frostbite from Blow Your Brain. Chen ultimate comes out. They might turn around and now go for the kill on Crystal Maiden. She's slowed up by the Tornado. They should go right now. RMN has the stun. There it goes, 4 seconds. Crystal Maiden is dead. Disruption is here from Always Want to Fly, but he has to be careful as well. Tether gets the stun on him. Arman doesn't care, man. He just goes all out and attacks him. Man, what a ballsy guy. And now Kuroki looks to be in a little bit of trouble. He actually got the soul catcher. Tether up again. So much movement speed bonus. Arman has to back up because Always Want to Fly needs one attack to get him down. 2 more attacks will be needed to take down Always Want to Fly. Kuroki can actually extend the range of that thing. Disruption out on Kuroki. Scanning, let's see, he's surrounded by 3 Empire heroes. Looks in a little bit of trouble. Nice tether to his creep. Almost Kuroki almost gets out alive, but then he drops. Some dewarding happening as well from Always Want to Fly. They knew from the way that the initiation was happening here that they must have had vision of the high ground. These high ground wards are very, very important. If you guys are playing a pub... Oh man, I'm sorry guys, missed another kill. How did this happen? Our man was just lurking around like a boss and then got the kill. Now he just has to chill out. Scandal probably thought that he's just going to be TPing up, and now he just runs away. Tries to get away. Chill's also here. He's going to be sending him back. Nice work. J4 has Brutes now, and Brute is just waiting for the creep wave to come back toward her. So we will see how that goes, guys. This is again the final of the 4PL tournament, sponsored by Sennheiser. And this is a best of 3. So Kuroki's playing for the German guys. For Übelst. They're not all German, I heard. Oh, here's a tether. Arman, look at his movement speed with the tether. It's so big. Initiation and a stun. 2 seconds. That's enough. It's not the max range, or the max duration rather, but it is still enough. Look at this. It's got almost maximum movement speed if the tether is up. Let me quickly read up what it does. It's a 20% movement speed bonus. Bottom lane. Pass will drop. Tidehunter getting a 2nd kill. So the support actually adapting well. They're not making the mistake of letting Brute spiral out of control, and another kill goes down in the middle lane. So that's the thing, guys. They do go worry about the Brute, but the Crystal Maiden that goes to support the bottom lane is missing on the mid, and that is where Chaos Knight just got a double kill. So it's a trade. It's a trade-off either way. 53 last hits on Jackal. He's actually farming up very nicely. Let's quickly check the gold, by the way, guys. The Radiant, 1500 gold. Do they have on top of whatever the Dire have right now. J4 going for a hood, so he will actually go for a quick pipe by the looks of it. He just doesn't want to... They do not want to have the epicenter factor, because that can just turn fights around. Now Pass is using his nuke on the creeps. Oh, nice ultimate usage here from Wisp as well as Armen. See this ganking squad, it's a +2 situation right now. They have 5 more seconds, more than enough time to take down J4. He actually uses 1 intelligently, giving him 1 more second to survive, and now Kuroki and his buddy will be back toward the middle lane. So this is the power of a Wisp, and this changes the game around a bit, and that is why I really like the implementation of Wisp into the game, because I know that within a week or 2 the competitive players will realize what a powerful pick Wisp is. And Wisp doesn't have the same negative parts like a Rubik. Wisp has a pretty good HP pool. He's on 815 right now, and that's level 9. That's alright. That's not bad at all, and he doesn't have any items that give him strength. Rubik, on the other hand, he's really weak. He's got some very poor HP pool, and he has to tank up. And he has a great skill set, but he dies really quickly. Top lane Leaf, 59 last hits. So he's farming almost as good as the Morphling. Paz takes down a tower right now. He's going to go for an Orchid. Let's do a quick item check, actually. 2 sets of Arcanes on the Radiant side. 1 on Leaf, 1 on Chen. So he's going for the support duty. Chen will need to build up a mech relatively quickly now. Bottom lane. No trouble for Pass as of yet. Kuroki's got a Dust of Appearance, so that is just for Invoker in case he goes for invoking that Ghost Walk. So yeah, he is able to do this, so it's a smart pickup. But here comes Shadow Demon. We'll have to check the items later, guys, because he's invisible. See, and now Invoker learned his lessons. After 4 kills, he learned that he has to be very careful. He can't just stand around right like he was right there. Leaf also coming in. Invoker looks in big trouble. Again, he's in trouble. Man, he just thought that the invisibility will give him some good damage, but here comes a big ultimate from J4 as well. Support TP is coming for Team Empire. Leaf actually drops, so does Shadow Demon. 1 for an exchange so far. Morphling is also here. Chen also drops. Oh man, Kuroki as well as RMN have to do a big work right now. They kill 1 hero, so 2 for 2 so far. Unstoppable streak now on RMN. And Kuroki sent him back to base. They're healing up. And he breaks the tether. Will he go back with RMN? Yes, he retethers. And here we go, guys. The Spider's also here. Arman has his ultimate. Man, The first hero drops immediately from Empire. Very nice work here. Tidehunter also being chased down. He also drops. Wicked 6-streak. Now Jackal, there's not much he can do, I don't think. He's morphing into strength, but he's outnumbered. He gets tethered as well. 4-second stun in return. The morph is not enough. He goes down. Where's Shadow Demon? He's only just moving into the tier 2 tower. That's a big teamfight 1 now for übelst. That's the power of Wisp, guys. He sees that both of them are very low, and he tethers and ultis back to the fountain. That's 12 seconds of regen. Sunstrike gets a kill on KuroKy. Wow. KuroKy picked up a medallion, has 1.4k gold, and he did good job there. He did a very nice job in that team fight, guys. I hope you guys saw that. Amazing team fight. Leaf dropped right off the bat, didn't manage to get his epicenter out, but it didn't matter. Chaos Knight already so big on items. He will have an armlet up very soon. Already has a drum, gets sent back by Chen. His armlet is not quite finished yet. He exchanges Helm of Iron Will for Gloves of Haste, and exchanges Blades of Attack for Gloves of Haste in turn, because he doesn't have that many item slots. So Scandal is looking very poor right now. Let's actually check the gold. Total gold earned is what I'm looking for right now. Scandal has 4.5k. Paz 6.6k. What is he up to? Man, he will have his Oblivion Staff in like 5 more minutes. Tops. And the top farmed hero on the map is Paz. So he's doing a very good job right now. And see that Anchor Smash? That's 3 kills right there. And that is why you pick it over Gush. He now is on level 12, so he can level up Gush again. And this is another factor. Oh, a nice gank here from Wisp and RMN. These are 2 butt buddies right now. They try to get a double kill. 5 seconds. Is it going to be enough? Leaves also, he gets the stun. And a godlike streak on Roman now. Out of control, that guy. And see, that's the thing. You can TP in with Wisp, with that tether. And before the ultimate runs out, you break the tether. And only you go back to base. And that's a free TP for your ally here. And a Blink Dagger up on Leaf. This is looking very good for übelst right now. Übelst gut sieht das aus. Chan's also on his way to a nice mech right now. He needs... how much more does he need? Like 700 gold and he'll be fine. Tier 1 tower is going to help greatly with that investment. And Roman gets the last shot of that one as well. So he's looking very strong, guys. Looking very strong. J4 now picks up Arcane Boots, so you can spam out that Anchor Smash even more. See 2 spiders down, that's 24 gold right there for 60 mana. Once the Quaker Shell's up, it's also looking good. And he's done a good job with soaking up the EXP. Tidehunter is on level 12, so that's a level 2 ultimate. That will be a good asset in the team fight. Blinking from Leaf into a stun. Always want to fight with some big trouble. He has to disrupt himself. There's a Morph Illusion right there, guys. So Jackal has something to run away from. Big level 2 ultimate I was just talking about. Hand of God, not enough to save KuroKy. He does drop. Chaos Knight, where is he? He's in the middle of the fight trying to run away right now. The Gush, he doesn't have the mana for it, but here comes the Adaptive Strike from Morphling. He turns off his armlet. He's waiting for it, so he can turn right back on. It serves as a heal. Turns around, 2-second stun. Armman gets killed by Morphling. Beyond Godlike Streak goes to Morphling. That's not what they wanted. Morphling gets a crap load of gold out of this. And Chill has to back out with his 3 creeps right now. And there we go. KuroKy drawing something on the map. Maybe some tactical analysis now happening in some German TeamSpeak server right now. And Pass on the bottom lane though, going for the tier 2 tower. Is he going to be able to get it? No fortification up for these heroes, and it's going to drop. Look at all these spiders. Down it goes. Blow Your Brain throws out a nuke, gets some good gold out of this. But nonetheless, they lose a tier 2 tower. And that's the thing. If you have a... oh, Always Wanna Fly. We'll find Leaf. Leaf will find Always Wanna Fly. Disruption's out. Soul Catcher as well. Is he going to stun? He's surrounded. Stuns himself into the Roshan pit to get out. Top lane, bottom lane, Paz is here with KuroKy. KuroKy will try to get him out. J4 looks in a little bit of trouble, but within 5 seconds, I think he will be fine. Throws out an Anchor Smash. Paz just wailing away, throwing out the nuke as well. But here's Leaf with the stun. That might be just what they needed. Down goes Tide, man. Sunstrike on Paz, not gonna be enough, and it doesn't even hit. Oh, the ultimate from Shadowrim also there, but he has that... man, too much stuff happening way too quickly. The Orchid has been done on Brute. I didn't even realize this. And then Leaf blinks in, stuns, and that's another kill. So the übelst is just spiraling out of control right now. Brute is doing a very good job. She's been staying on that bottom lane for the whole game, except for the one team fight in the middle lane, and she was needed right there as well. And they might transition into Roshan right now. They're going for the ancient spot, farming this. But we are hitting the 20-minute mark, so this would be a good point in time to go for Roshan. But the Dire have some very good centralized warding going on. Both rune spots, top and bottom, are being scouted out. Now Invoker is here. He's got a Yule Scepter. So usually people go for a Force Staff, but he's going for a Yule Scepter. He wants that disable. Maybe to cancel Sand King Ultimate channel. But now that Sand King has got that Blink Dagger, it doesn't really matter that much. Game is paused. Let me check out the IRC chat quickly, guys. Big shout out, guys. Nachtara, 2play, Dark Agony, Lemo. Damn it, Lemo. I thought I was never going to give you a shout out again. Damn, this is even recorded, man. Oh, man. But it's not your full name. It's not your full name, so it doesn't even count. So the game's resuming. And we will see how this goes. Wisp? Ultimate Orb? Is it going to be Hex? That would be pretty epic. And see this, guys? He's got a pretty good strength gain. And strength is his primary attribute as well. So, a very, very good hero for the current metagame. He's relatively tanky. Oh, ultimate auto on Leaf. But it doesn't deal any damage. So the Blink Dagger is not dispelled. And he's able to blink out in time. He might have won. Oh, he doesn't have Shadow Poison. Shadow Poison is a great tool to disable blinks. And Armen and Jackal walk past each other, and with the night vision, it's so little they didn't see each other. Middle lane, Scandal going up against some Sanking Illusions right there. And J4 on the bottom lane, still farming up. What's he going for? Yes, he is going for that pipe. He doesn't have it completed yet. Hits level 4, he'll skill up Kraken Shell. So with a level 4 Kraken Shell, he'll have a 28 damage reduction, and every 600 damage he takes, it will remove negative buffs, so debuffs. This even works with like Shadow Fiend's Grip, his ultimate. That's why I always facepalm when I see people in Publix ultimating a Tidehunter with the Shadow Fiend. And now the tier 1 bottom is being sieged. Crispin has that dust, and she's positioning herself very well. There goes that dust, there goes that nuke. Silence out on Blow Your Brain though. He's tanking the tower as well. And Wisp is here, and so is RMN. Always Modified drops immediately. J4 also in big trouble. He has that ultimate, throws it out. Hand of God from Chen is there, but pass drops nonetheless. Blow Your Brain is in trouble, and so is J4. The question is, will it be worth it? Leaf throws at an epicenter. It doesn't do that much work though. I think only one pulse barely hit on Tidehunter there, but the stun, ever more important here, Blow Your Brain, and this Crystal Maiden will drop most certainly. That's a 3-for-1 exchange. They paid 3 heroes for 1 brute, and that's the power of having Wisp on your team, guys. TP goes out immediately from Leaf back to the middle lane, farming up those creeps. That's the power of having a Wisp, guys. You can just defend towers immediately, like super effectively. It's 2 heroes that can go in and defend a tower, and even with a TP, this will work out as well. So there will be a +3 situation just to defend a building. Wisp is an amazingly powerful hero. He has great potential, and the competitive side has not all realized it yet. Here goes the Exort, ensuring the hit with that Sunstrike. One more attack, so he'll get the kill on Kuroki. He's trying to juke best he can, but the vision from the creeps is there. Oh, but a miss. 4-second stun from Scandal, and it's only the adaptive strike from Jackal that gets the last hit. And Invoker drops right after Chaos Knight. So if Morphling wouldn't have been there with that adaptive strike, then Kuroki would have survived. So a nice stun from Arma, and Leaf is also here. Will they go for Morphling? He's backing out right now. Morphling, what item is he going for? He got that Lincoln Sphere right now, so 22 minutes in for Lincolns, that's alright. RMN gets stunned, gets nuked down, gets 4-staffed away though, activates his armlet as well. Soul Carriage up on him though, and he drops to the ultimate from Shadow Team. Now Jackal taking on Leaf underneath the enemy tower, and he has to be careful. He's waiting for that cooldown, and now Jackal looks in a little bit of trouble. He has a waveform ready, also strength morphing. True Sight up on Leaf. He still uses his Sandstorm. Now he gets disrupted. Jackal still strength morphing. Now he stops, and Soul Carriage up on him. Chen tries to send him back, but it's not in time. Now Chill might be in a little bit of trouble. Jackal actually TPing out. There's no stun from the Dire side, so always want to fly, just follow suit and also TP's out. Blow Your Brain in the middle lane actually goes for Tranquil Boots. That's a nice item choice. It gives you some good HP regeneration as well as some very high movement speed. It's actually a higher movement speed than Treads give you, and people underestimate that. And what you can do with the what I like to do with the Windrunner, if I go on the long lane, I go for Tranquil Boots, and then I disassemble them later into Phase Boots, because Phase Boots will be more necessary in the mid stages of the game where your team needs you in dire situations quickly. What's more important though is what Invoker's going to go for next. He might go for a 4-staff on top of the Yules, we see that a lot, or he might go for something like a Hex, or no, I don't think he's going to go for a Hex. He might go into an Aghanim Scepter or a 4-staff right now. I think 4-staff. One thing to note, guys, Roshan has not been attempted yet. Smoked up Chen. Very aggressive lane ward from the Dire now. They want to get that tier 1 bottom done. Paz needs 1100 gold, and here's his BKB. He's been farming up very, very well. 1,444 last hits on him. Still the leader of the pack, closely followed by Tidehunter, who's been able to utilize that Anchor Smash to great farm effect. And Morphling also has been farming quite well. 13 kills on RMN. 13 for 3 is his kill score. Middle lane, Leaf using his ultimate and the tether there, but Invoker throws himself up into the air, and that's it. J4 using his ultimate. Here comes the Sunstrike, here comes the Meteor. Leaf drops immediately, and Kuroki's going to follow suit. 2 heroes drop. Great support TPs from Empire. Good turnaround fight there as well. Even better Yule's usage of Invoker onto himself. So totally worth it buying that item in turning that gank around. That's a wasted epicenter and 2 kills for Team Empire. So let's quickly check the gold graph now. It is a big advantage for übelst. 10k difference. That's a lot at this stage of the game, considering additionally that there's still 2 towers left on the outer perimeter of the dire side. And actually always want to fly, has to disrupt himself. Once he comes out, he's going to drop most likely though. J4 gets stunned for 3 seconds, so they will transition over right now. Shadow Demon drops. Are they going to chase though? It doesn't look like it. Oh, they're just being slowed down by the Crystal Nova. And Crystal Man's going to go for Drums. Drums is a very good support item. It gives you some good strength. Paz on the bottom lane, still working away. 300 gold left for that BKB, and once he has that, he'll be a force to be reckoned with in team fights. And Morphling, I'm not sure what he's going to go for next, guys. What do you think? If I were Morphling, I'd go for Skadi, but that's just because I always go for Skadi on Morphling. He might go for an Ethereal Blade right now. Actually, just maybe he will finish up Treads. Middle lane, initiation coming out. Ty doesn't have the ultimate. He does have a pipe though, forcing stun on Blow Your Brain. He's going to drop to a good nuke from Chen. Some big damage. Jackal throws out the Deathling Blast, throws out the Meteor as well. Roman tries to get sent back, but he gets bursted down too fast. Now Kuroki is being chased as well. Gush is on cooldown. Jackal is chasing though. He's got the yes, nice usage of that replicate. He uses it and immediately assumes its position and nukes down Kuroki. Double kill on Morphling. This is looking very bad for übelst, because look at this, guys. Even though they have a very big goal advantage, it's the Dire that have the Morphling, and Morphling is a hard carry, guys. He's getting some good farm as well. He will buy a Eagle Song. Exactly, there it goes. So this looks like a shotgun build, and he will go out of control, guys. And the question is, will übelst be able to finish the game before Morphling acquires enough items to just basically 1v5 him? Scandal will be able to put that Alacrity up on him as well. J4 will be able to do a big AoE disable. Always Wanna Fly can disable any hero from the enemy side as well. So the late game I would give to Team Empire, hands down. But Paz has been farming up very well. He has a BKB Orchid done now. He needs damage items now. That's what he needs. He needs like a crit or an MKB. And then they also have Chaos Knight. He has a level 3 Phantasm. Oh, they're going on for a kill in the middle lane actually. And see how quickly they can burst heroes down. So even though it is looking good for Team Empire in the long run, right now übelst have a clear advantage, and that just shows from the way they can just initiate onto any hero on the map and just kill them straight up. And Paz pressuring the bottom lane. Jackal is here now. Let's see this face up actually. Let's see how they will go against each other. 1500 HP on Brood and 1k HP on Morph. He's got almost everything in agility right now. And he's got that Aegis as well. So the gold is coming back down. It is now a question of übelst to continue their domination and not mess up. This ward is still giving some great vision right up all of this area right here. So they can push in from this side and still be very safe. But then again, if Paz is here and you see like one TP coming out right here, then you can rest assured that Kuroki will be TPing right here, here, or somewhere else with RMN, tether intact, and ready to rape. So we'll see how it goes. Plate mail up on Tidehunter. He's trying to tank up, maybe for an Assault Cuirass, or maybe even a Shiva's Guard for some more anti-push. Chen has that mech, also a Vladimir's Offspring, indicating some pushing intentions. So if he pairs up with Brood right now, they will have a powerful army, because Vlad gives +5 armor, some good lifesteal, some bonus damage, percentage based. So it is looking nice. They have some good item choices right now. Let's actually check the sets in general. Shotgun is done for Morphling. So let's quickly check this guy out. Adaptive Strike deals 2 times agility plus 80. So that is 340 roughly 420 increased by 420 plus again 340 plus 75. So it's actually a two nukes. That's why I call it the shotgun, guys. It does twice the damage of double your agility, and then like that base damage in addition to that. So we'll basically be 80 plus 75, 155 plus 4 times your agility. And that will bring down, this will actually bring down a Chen. He does have some good heals though. So and this shotgun combination will fly out very rapidly. It will be very difficult for them to defend against this. So 4 times the agility, 4 times 170, that's 400, and 280. That's 680, guys. 680 plus 80, 720, 795 damage, magical. And Kuroki will drop here most likely. One more attack. Down he goes to the burn from Invoker of that meteor. He tried to tether himself, but the meteor just pushed him away and dealt some great damage to him. Top lane Leaf now in a little bit of trouble against Jackal. He ate that shotgun combination. Yeah, so after magic resistance, which is 25%, so it deals like 800 damage basically. An 800 damage nuke, that's crazy. And Morphling is not even a magical damage dealer primarily. He's a physical fighter, man. He goes in there, takes out a low HP hero, and then he's like, okay guys, I took out a low HP hero, but actually I'm all about DPS, man. So here I am, attacking you. What you gonna do about it? His attack speed very fast as well. And that is why I'm not thinking that this is looking good for the Radiant side right now. And a dive going on as well. Shotgun combination flying out on RMN. He gets disrupted, Soul Catch up on him as well. Sunstrike follows, RMN is gonna drop. Down he goes. Hand of God was either too late or just not enough. Tier 1 tower top drops. The Leaf gets spotted out actually. Ping goes out from Shadow Demon. Are they going to go for this? 4 heroes from Empire here. Leaf blinks himself out. Blow Your Brain also on his way right now. He's got a buckler. Interesting stuff. And now the tier 2 is going to drop. So the game is turning around right now, guys. If you look at the gold graph, it continues to fall. EXP graph falling as well. Morphling uses Replicate. He sent his, and that's the great thing about Morphling. You can basically farm almost 100% of the time. Before you push in anywhere, guys, make a replicate of your allied hero and send that replicate where you want to be farming after you are done pushing. So what he did is he sent his replicate all the way to this creep camp right there. He said, okay, I'm done pushing. I will assume the position of my replicate and continue farming. And now he's just sitting here, continuing his farm. He just bought his Ethereal Blade and he's already back up to 1600 gold. He might go for a Skadi right now, he might go for a Butterfly, or he might go for something entirely different, like maybe a Manta style. But if he really wants to carry his team hardcore style, he should go for a Skadi. It gives you so many stats to play around with. It gives you such a big range. You can go up to like 4 or 5k HP if you morph all into strength. So that's like a 3 or 4k HP heal that you can apply to yourself over time. It can't be interrupted by anything, basically. That is what makes Morphling such a powerful hero. And Tidehunter also got a blink right now. So Team Empire looking very strong. What they have to do right now is they got to abuse the fact that they have a Wisp. Übelst have to abuse the fact that they have a Wisp. Him and Arman have to continue ganking. Reaver up on him. He wants to go for Heart. But look at this. As soon as you see like a Chaos, like a Shadow Demon anywhere on the map, you just go in there and try to get him. Right now J4 is here with his level 3 ultimate. He also has a pipe done. Top lane. Sunstrike flies. Armen eats some good damage, and the shotgun is enough. The Hand of God again not enough to save him. Oh, I just heard the Hand of God, but it actually didn't go out. So Chaos Knight drops before he's able to finish his heart. Chaos Knight drops before he's able to finish. That's ridiculous. That's a very big loss right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a big team fight now and try to push this. There's that replicate. Here's that stun in. J4. Empire, I think they want to push this tier 2 right now. Not having Chaos Knight for such a long time, they will have to capitalize on this mistake of RMN here, getting caught out. But then again, guys, this is the 4PL finals, grand finals. This is the best of 3. So after this game, we will continue. And the game is not over yet. Both teams can win this. And as you can see on the minimap, Team Empire is backing out. So item check here again. So there's that Force Staff on Invoker. Now he's going to go into an Aghanim Scepter to reduce that invoke cooldown. Crystal Maiden is going to go for the Mech Rush. That way she has it completed in 33 minutes. Chen has a mech also. Nothing new since the last time we checked. Paz is going for that crit as I was wanting him to go for. And Chaos Knight will have that heart, but it will be a while. He needs 800 gold until that heart is up. And after that he will still have to go for some damage. Or maybe a Kuiras. For some extra attack speed and armor. And Wisp, still very far away from that Sheepstick. And Leaf got himself a Veil of Discord. That's big. That's very big. It's a bonus damage, 25%. That will be all Leaf has to do is land a very good epicenter, and they can win a team fight and win a lane and win and get like a set of racks. They just gotta make sure that they do not get caught out one by one. Go bottom, guys. Tether up and go bottom. Support TP. Okay. Actually, it's the middle lane. They wanted to trade. So the tier 1 bottom is going to drop, and Übelst want to go for the tier 2 mid. And Brood got the last hit? With spiders? That's interesting. It's a good tower trade for the Radiant right now. They only lost a tier 1, they get a tier 2, and now Empire is chasing. They want to fight. Shotgun flies on a pass, he has to use the BKB, Sunstrike flies out, pass turns around, will use his ultimate. Oh, it's on cooldown actually. He has to fight this. Epicenter from Leaf! There's that magical damage we were talking about. Now J4 throws out his ultimate in turn. Actually, 2 heroes dead already for Empire, but Morphling will be back due to that Aegis. Hand of God goes out. Also the mech is out, but Chen in big trouble. One more tackle from Jackal. He actually turns around and keeps on fighting against RMN. His ultimate doing so much work as well. 1-for-1 they exchange right now, and Kuroki might drop right now. He does go down to unstoppable Morphling. And the chase commences. Roman will get sent back by Chen in time. Nicely done. Only 3 heroes dead now. Chill also. Good abuse of the fog. Survives this as well. Very good team fight from Übelst. The only reason Empire came out on top is because of that Aegis on Morphling. Very good ultimate from Leaf. He led his life afterwards, but he did his job. And good reaction from Paz. He didn't panic. He realized that the magic damage that will come out of Jackal right now will be enough to kill him. So he turned on the BKB, turned around and fought. That's the best he could do. And they did a good job. So does Brood, does she have a buyback? Yes, she does. Brood has a buyback. She's not using it. Are they losing their racks right here? Arman also gonna drop. Oh man. Arman drops unstoppable streak now on Invoker. Pipe use from J4 again, and so they were giving up the racks. No buyback usage from Brood. Now she will be back. Is she gonna TP in though? Chaos Knight is still missing. Tier 2 tower is gonna drop. I think they might lose the melee racks on top as well, guys. Looks like it. And they will also go for the range racks, man. They want everything. And they get it. They get it as well. The team fight is here. Kuroki and Paz. Man, Paz doing so much damage to the Scandal. He's just attacking and attacking and attacking. He has to whirl himself into the air. Man, Kuroki now has to buy back because Morphling killed him so quickly. 1-for-1 exchange. Arman is still dead. Chill being slowed down. Uses mech. Stun out on Jackal. He starts strength morphing. Where's the burst damage that the Germans need right now? He waveforms himself onto the high ground and he can TP out, but no. Leaf gets force staffed after a stun in 2 seconds. Lincoln gets dispelled. Stun goes up from Sanking and they get the kill. Nicely done. So 2 heroes dead. Good work from the Germans here, from Übelst. But they lost the middle racks and they lost the top racks. I honestly don't understand why Paz didn't use the buyback. Maybe they just thought they could give up the middle racks, and then they also lost the top. They underestimated the damage that Empire could dish out. And Morphling is more than happy with this. He's got 6k gold. So he can buy Skadi just like that. Oh. Oh man. Sorry guys. I had to reconnect now. I almost clicked on leave game 2. I almost clicked on leave game 2. You know how this happens sometimes. And here's a team fight. Sanking drops, guys. Really sorry about this disconnect. But he didn't have an ultimate anyway, and now Kuroki is also here. Paz running around with the BKB. It just wore off, so it's down to, I think it should be 2 seconds now. Arman eats so much magical damage. Will get sent back by Chen in time, though. Nice usage of all the heals from Chill. This will give them a little bit of a chance before they can go for another team fight. But Kuroki is not so lucky. Gets killed by Morphling. Now he's spiraling out of control. 5k gold now up on him. So he did use a buyback. And they defended their racks. And Roshan's back up. So this is looking very, very bad for the Radiant now.